You know Ringo from the Beatles?
No, who was he?
Have you ever imagined him as a bank robber? No. Like, he robs a bank and then he comes out and, runs into, the getaway car and he jumps in and he's like, drive, drive!
And with that, welcome to the Off the Chain Studio podcast for Thursday, the 3rd of August. My name is Luke. Opposite me, we have Fuzz, and to my right, making jokes about the Beatles, we have Benjamin.
Ironically, being 21.
That's it. The youngest one's making jokes about the Beatles.
But, I mean, I'm sure the vast majority of people who are alive right now, maybe not. What's the average? I wonder what the average age is. I mean, most people who listen to the Beatles nowadays are probably of a certain age.
No, that's not true. The Beatles transcend every single generation.
What I'm saying is, the younger generation, they've been around, before most people were born.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, if they're not listening to Katy Perry,
yeah,
but then again, musical diversity is amazing. Yeah. I can listen to pop music and then put on Wagner and then put on the Beatles. Well, I'm not a Beatles man. My dad was a Brit rock guy, so it was all the Stones, the Who, nice. Mark Cohn. Well, no, he's not Brit rock, but it sort of led to Mark Cohn.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to be not talking about music for the next 40 minutes, although we probably will end up dropping some of that stuff in, I guess. We're missing one person. We're very sad. We have a stand-in. Can you please say hello for Gustave?
Hello.
Yeah. So Gustave messaged us this morning and said, basically,
I am Gustave.
I'm sick and I also don't like you guys too much, so I'm not going to be on the podcast tonight, which is fine. We're not going to hold that against him. But he sends his love and regards. Personally, I think he's out hunting Moltres because Moltres just dropped in Pokemon Go, which we had a bit of fun. You rocked up at the end of that, but we got to do some recording this last Sunday.
I did.
How did you find it as opposed to the Sunday beforehand? Was it easier? Were we easier to work with?
Well, it was the same, really. You guys were both great,
okay,
both times.
Yeah.
So I think I was trying out a new setup with using my tripod essentially as a steady cam.
Yeah.
I don't know how it came out. I haven't seen the footage yet.
Yeah.
But it felt it was a bit easier. I was still freaking tired by the end of it. My arms were this kind of area. I don't know what you call that.
We need to get you one of those monster rigs that straps to your back and comes over here. They just look.
You know what?
So
I reckon
funky.
they would have their own problems too in terms of heaviness because they're huge. They're
Yep.
really huge. But I'm getting a little that's little over the shoulder. What do you call it? Shoulder mount thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that will make things way,
that will be much easier for running gun stuff.
Yep.
Well, we have two more to do. So we have this Sunday, which is going to be the Moltres legendary bird, and then the one after that. Let's see if I remember. Zapdos.
Zapdos?
So do you know why they called Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres?
What?
The three legendary birds in Pokemon?
Yeah. What about it?
Articuno,
Yep.
Zapdos, Dos,
Yep.
Moltres.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
You learn something. The more you know. So yeah, that'll be a bit of fun. And we'll just talk about some other bits and pieces today. But I thought maybe we could start with some of the creative stuff we've been doing recently.
Yep.
Obviously, we all gathered together to do Off the Chain, and it's quickly evolving beyond sort of what we had probably initially imagined. I wanted to do a machinima. The machinima is currently in production, which is fantastic. We had our table reading 2 nights ago. But the first videos to go up are about Pokemon Go, and we were just talking about that and saying we could not have imagined that would be what we would do.
Yeah.
I mean, my 4-year-old and 6-year-old are extremely excited about that, but there was not anything. I mean, you don't play Pokemon Go.
No, I haven't played Pokemon since Pokemon Gold back in the day.
Hey,
Yeah.
What system was that on?
Game Boy Advance SP.
So that was the rectangular one.
Yeah.
I was totally out of it. I never played any of the Pokemon whatsoever. Never saw a series or
Oh, really?
Really?
yeah, anything like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd say you're missing out, but you're not necessarily because now you're getting a big dose of it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like start running around wanting to catch all them birds.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's super interesting the way that it's kind of evolved, and the fact that video that we did
many
I
views
just
has it?
received that message from Gustave we have in the group chat. 20,000 views
Wow.
on that video. We got another 1,000 today.
We really should be putting this up on YouTube.
Yes, yes.
It's
Well,
only on Facebook at the moment.
I've asked Gus to upload it, so he's now a manager
Nice.
of Off the
Okay.
Chain on Facebook, so which on YouTube. So that's useful.
Cool. Good.
But he'll upload that for us, which would be really good.
Nice. Yeah.
Then hopefully if we can link them all together, maybe we can do like a supercut and have like, all the legendaries all together and do like
right.
commentary. We can do director's commentary after the
Yeah.
fact. We can sit around with
We could.
mics and talk about, so in this scene, I was really worried about Gustave's reactions to this younger girl here. He didn't really realize how young she was. So just that kind of stuff.
I torb you.
I torb you. I
I
torb
torb
you.
you.
And I get like really close into the mic as well.
Yeah.
Yes, well, this is a very
Do some
interesting
asthma,
video.
some ASMR on the Pokemon vid. Oh jeez. We're coming to you from this is
Stroking
actually
the mic.
Fuzz's house, which is why he's acting up a little bit. That's going to sound fantastic in the capture. Thanks for that. That's going to sound really good. And a bunch of people simultaneously pull their headphones off their head.
Oh, do you feel it?
Feel what?
The
My
asthma.
patience running out as we watch the minutes go by.
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
But no, I was actually going to ask you, Fuzz. Will you go on a date with me? No, I was going to ask you, when we first started doing this, and obviously we've all got ideas about the channel, but what are some of the things you're hoping to do with Off the Chain?
Off the chain. That's a really tough question.
I know. I'm
um,
putting you on the spot here because I actually haven't asked you this question
Yeah.
off camera.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Well, I mean, I do a lot of I don't know. Most of the stuff I assumed was going to be to do with Overwatch, actually. So,
Yeah.
but like, I would still like to do, definitely like Let's Plays and stuff. But I need to do a little twist on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of having like just. I'm not good by myself, where I'm just like, trying to overreact like PewDiePie or something like that, So
Yeah.
I need to work off
None
somebody.
of us, I don't think, are that character.
Yeah, exactly. And whenever I try, it just doesn't work. It looks stupid.
Yep.
And so, like, maybe multiplayer games. Like, we were planning on doing like a PUBG thing potentially.
Yes.
For anyone that doesn't know, that's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
It's
kind of
I've just had that explained to me. Ben just said it's basically like the Hunger Games as a video game.
yeah, it is like that. Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome. I
Yeah.
want that to
Yeah.
happen. I wasn't excited until you literally said that because I was like, "What is PlayerUnknown?" But that's literally doesn't mean shit to me. And
Yeah.
now I'm like, "Yes, I want to be whatever her name is, flying arrows through the forest and running after people and trying to survive."
Katniss Everdeen.
Katniss
That's
Everdeen.
it, Katniss.
That's the
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be Katniss.
It's a pretty interesting game. Like, it came from. There was some relation to DayZ, if you ever played that or you know anything about it.
Yeah.
Survival
So,
horror, not survival horror. It was
Yeah,
survival.
sort of.
Survival something.
Yeah, well, survival overall, really,
Yeah,
because you have to
okay.
do everything to do with survival, like you would in real life.
Yeah.
So eating, eating and staying warm. Like you have to build campfires and stuff in DayZ.
Do you have to shit?
I think that was a thing they were discussing. I'm not sure if you actually have to do it or not.
If you choose a girl character, do you have to take care of downstairs business? And if you choose a
Imagine
guy
that.
character,
Nobody
do you
would
have
choose
to,
them because it'd just be one extra thing to do.
do you have to like shave?
Oh, they are adding beards, or have added. I'm not sure, but they grow out over time. So if you survive long enough, you will have a large beard. Yeah,
On both genders, I hope.
that would be
I
amazing.
can't imagine, because you know how Daisy's like famous for not having end development.
Yeah.
I hope they put after like a month of silence just, we're adding beards.
Oh, like on the Twitter?
God,
Nothing. We're adding beards. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Yeah,
so
nice. Because
maybe we should-
obviously, when I met all of you, I kind of went, oh yeah, you guys are all going to have your own thing going on, and I know you've expressed interest in writing as well.
A little
and
bit, yeah,
There's
here
going to
and
be some series coming up that we're going to want to do all kinds of bits and pieces on, but it's sort of sort of an all muck-in kind of show at the moment.
Yeah. Well, with like the machinima, like I just enjoyed kind of doing editing kind of stuff. It's hard I've never actually written like a full series or anything by myself. So, I mean, but you know, when you look at something, you're like, that could have been done in a certain way. And I'm like, I'm a lot better at visualizing once it's there.
Absolutely. You
So
find
that's-
your way of doing it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's another one of those things you learn by doing.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
you got us, bro. So you can start and we can just help you get there.
Yeah, totally. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Same with editing. I
Yeah.
can start
Yep.
and then I go, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Here's the hard drive, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep
Yeah.
going. Thank
It's
you.
good that we can pretty much all do it. Like, there's
Yeah.
Yeah, it is useful.
It reminds me of like how Valve software works actually. Well, apart from not releasing anything ever, but like, they have their own thing where they hire kind of multi-skilled people and they can work on anything they want. So if they want to go from like programming to, I don't know, art or creative kind of stuff,
Yeah.
they can do that.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's within the skill set.
It's an interesting sort of thing. Like, I mean, if you have a particular director, you know, in games you have like the auteurs and all of that, who have a very specific vision, and when they get it right, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Ken Levine is one of them. So that's a way you can get that inspired artwork. Whereas this is sort of an approach where having multiple people working on the same thing, it gives everyone an opportunity to give it their own twist.
Yeah.
So it's sort of an interesting, different process.
Yeah, it's like injecting your
Yeah.
personality into the product itself, which is really cool, I reckon.
And essentially, it also means that we are going to have to, because it's not sort of a paid structure at the moment. We don't have a budget that we work to, and we don't really look at it from a perspective of filling positions. We look at it from a perspective of getting shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also means that we're just going to be taking turns at getting it all done to the best of our abilities, and then transitioning from one stage to the next. And so the next stage will be, okay, this production's a little bit more intense. We're going to need dedicated personnel for each line of production, which is, I guess, the more traditional style of doing things.
I feel like it's like we have a basic core kind of group, which is, you know, the four of us, you know, with Gus, and you know, we can do almost anything overall, but there'll be specific things that we'll need that we'll have to bring in other people, like the voice actors, for example.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and music and whatever.
Music, Levi.
Yeah. So before we jump into all that, maybe I'll throw the question around to you now, and just say, sort of, from this whole sort of situation, I know that we talked about esports for the channel as well, which was something that cropped up in my mind again today, which would be super interesting to touch on. And just seeing what we could do. I mean, we haven't even talked about what we're going to be doing in that line yet, but I know that whatever it is, it's going to be damn awesome.
Yeah, well, I know that we sort of got onto that topic by talking about how community is really important to us.
Yeah.
Building an awesome community. So yeah, sort of in the same vein, I was interested in Let's Plays and the podcast as well. In terms of what I want to contribute to the studio. This will be a little farther down the line, but my industry sort of specialization is visual effects, so specifically on the 3D side. So as we expand, I'd really love to get into that and make some awesome stuff that way. Create some art.
There will
Create
definitely
some
be.
art.
I don't know why I
Yeah.
did that, but
Well, because it's art,
yes.
you know?
There'll definitely be space for it at some point. I'm
Yeah.
definitely sure. Like, even I reckon with the machinima, you know.
Yeah.
there'll be
I
something
thought
there
about that
composing,
too,
yeah.
actually. I was thinking, wouldn't it be interesting if we had the Overwatch world and a glitch happened where suddenly our bodies were projected into the game
Oh man.
instead of
Yeah.
the characters? And we got a full green screen cyclorama. We acted out a bunch of scenes as ourselves
Yeah.
and put ourselves in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, logistically, that's a nightmare in my mind, but I'm sure there's a way we could do it.
Seems all right to me.
You've done some
Yeah.
green screening before. with
Oh,
it.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And making it look pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean the only challenge would be, maybe like match moving if we had a moving camera, but then
Oh,
sort
that's
of
a bitch,
depend.
that
That's
stuff.
sort of dependent on like can we have a moving camera? Like can we get the green screen facilities to do that? But
I don't know.
The green screen, finding the studio is the hardest part,
Yeah.
really. The rest is, you know, unless you got a moving camera, it's pretty easy, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in
look into
uni, when I was doing it, like, we only had regular digital video cameras. No, there was no HD or anything at the time. It was all 576p basically. I
Oh,
think.
wow.
It was such a bitch to key people out.
Yeah.
576. I don't know if that was the number, but pretty low res anyway.
Yeah.
And so like there'd always be like this haze around people
Yep.
because of you know, there were no kind of sharp edges that you could grab onto like
Yeah.
in
Yep.
modern video productions. It's gotten so much easier nowadays. You guys are
Yeah.
fucking lucky like to have your equipment, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, we filmed in 1080p, but I'm sort of in the same boat again
Yeah.
because I did a couple of film units where we did, visual effects and all of that, and we shot with 1080p cameras, and they were lovely. But then the next time they ran that unit, I was just sort of chatting to the quartermaster who looks after all the equipment, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we got these wonderful 4K cameras that the students are using now." And I'm like,
Fuckers! I hate that so much. And
Yeah.
it was just like 4K. I mean, it uses up a lot of bandwidth, but like, how easy would it be to key people out with that sort of thing?
That's
So much
just
detail.
beautiful footage.
So
Yeah.
what's the difference between keying in blue screen and green screen?
The term chroma keying is much more of a general term. Essentially what it is just picking a color and removing it based on, how close
Yeah.
it is to that
I've
color.
done some basic stuff in Premiere, After Effects, sorry.
The reason why they use blue and green is it tends to be the least prominent color in terms
Yeah.
of humans and clothes and
No,
stuff
but
like that,
what I was meaning more is like, why would you use blue instead of green?
depending on what you're wearing.
So if you needed to have green in the scene,
Yeah, basically.
that's going to be close to the background.
Yeah, they're very much interchangeable. But what I was
Right.
saying, it being a general term, in that you could just use any color at all.
Yep.
It would work.
Okay.
It's just that those are best used.
I'm kind of surprised it's not generally something like pink, which is a lot less common than green or blue in nature.
Well, you'd have it in the face a lot, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
true,
pink's really
yeah.
close to skin.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Interesting. Cool, that's good to know.
Yeah.
It's good to know that we have someone on board who's going to be doing the 3D stuff for us later on.
Yeah.
That we can just load up the hard drive and hand everything to him and go, see ya.
Yeah.
Going down south for the weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Do it. Get this done.
Yeah.
Can't pay you, but do it.
So 2 nights ago, we had our first proper table read for the machinima.
Yes.
We'd obviously recorded some stuff before, but we found our voice actor for Leah, who is our insane pro gamer. I'm very happy with Brittany. She's definitely got the right energy.
Yeah. He's got a nice, cool kind of raspy tone that works for that sort of drollness. of-
Yeah. She's got,
the
but
character.
it's still melodic. It's still
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
like-
quite sort of easy
Got
to
that
listen
slight
to.
sarcasm to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
a lot.
doing that read round was really, really useful. I think for everyone to have a listen.
Yeah.
And then we've got just about, apart from recording your lines, we've got everything we need for a pilot.
Yeah.
So pilot's going to go over to you for the Allison sync-in, and maybe for a couple of like little visual tricks here and there that are going to be pretty basic, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there shouldn't be anything too like crazy to.
And that's the start of that. And then I'm looking at live action starting August.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, September.
Yep.
Is it September or August? It's August now.
With
Yeah,
the-
it's September.
Yep.
So we can have all this finished and maybe release in December.
Fuck.
Hopefully
That's gonna be
release in December.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be good. Like sort of the first week maybe, before everyone gets too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I think having that Pokemon Go stuff on the YouTube account will be good to kind of build up a few subscribers and visitors and stuff, and that way when we release Machinima, we'll have an existing subscriber base essentially.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good for everyone to know what the channel's there for.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, there's a lot of gaming channels out there, but we're also creatives.
Yep.
So it's nice that people know that, we actually are here sort of making stuff, and we want to obviously take suggestions, and people might
Yeah.
send us ideas for videos and go,
Yeah.
hey, I can't do this because I don't have equipment, or,
Yep.
I can't be fucked because I'm busy playing something already. Can you just go and make me a video?
Yeah.
We'll be thinking, oh, yeah, maybe that might work. That might work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're going to run out of Pokemon to play
Yeah, we are,
catch,
exactly,
and we're going to want to do other bits and pieces.
We'll move
so.
on to like whatever's kind of people want to hear it. What people want to hear about essentially. Like, I mean, my one one thing I wouldn't mind doing at some point is kind of supporting, say, local businesses that do kind of more niche things. So like, you know, a board game studio or something. You know, like say we went to, we were chilling at Alchemist Refuge.
Alchemist Refuge.
Yeah.
What a hidden gem.
Really nice place. So like relaxing, just to like, you know, big tables where you can put up a board game if you want, and
Yeah.
you know, nice couches.
I was not
Really nice.
expecting what it was. I was
Yeah.
expecting black painted drywall, bad lighting,
Something
you know.
really dingy.
It's like someone selling a couple of tinnies in the corner for
Yeah.
$2. Like I was expecting just nonsense.
It feels like a VIP lounge, really.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
We're not being paid to say this, by the way.
I secretly am, which these guys don't know. Plot twist. No, we're not being endorsed in any way by Alchemist Lounge.
Upstairs from Alchemist's Refuge,
Refuge.
is it's Games Lab. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So up there, I don't know, like I guess it would be a bit weird to just like randomly film there, but maybe just small clips and stuff. You know, just
You could
try
have a
and find
promotional
thing.
night.
Yeah, I was
we could
thinking something
basically
like that.
say, yeah, hey, we're here to film.
Yeah,
you know,
because I have heard of it only because like a mate of mine plays D&D there, but otherwise I would never have heard of it. So I reckon having some sort of promotional thing would be pretty cool.
Yep.
I mean, hey, Games Lab, if you if you want us to do anything, let us know and we can film some shit.
there's not enough of those places in the city. Obviously, we've
Yeah.
got Bartronica, which is
that's a
just
mad
straight
place.
straight video gaming.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you walk in there, you don't feel like sitting down and talking quietly with your
Yeah.
friends for like hours on end.
Yep.
Like you go to the bar and get a shot and then play Donkey Kong. Like that's pretty
Yeah.
much what it's about.
Yeah,
which
and
is
there's pinball
awesome.
machines and shit too. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That place is great.
Yeah, it's
There's
really
another
cool.
one actually. There's another one in Fitzroy bottom of Smith Street. I can't remember what
Okay.
that one's called.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit smaller. They got
Okay.
a caravan upstairs and they sell little pizzas.
Okay. Not sure which one. Yeah,
Definitely have to hit
haven't
the
heard of
town. One of those.
it. I've been to like Beta Bar a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They moved to the Hawthorne now.
Yeah, that's right. So the Hawthorne was recently renovated.
Well, it was Uns, where
Oh,
Beta Bar
Uns,
used to be
yeah.
that was renovated. They did that downstairs. So I haven't been to Beta Bar at the Hawker now.
Okay.
These are all
Yeah,
video
neither.
game bars, by the way.
Oh, so a bit
We're
of
not just talking
backstory.
about random bars that we like to go to. We could make it a bar podcast, but people might be a little bit misdirected as to why they.
So, Beta Bar was, I think, founded in Adelaide, I think. And it was founded by, I think, unless I'm just totally getting this
Yahtzee.
wrong, Yahtzee Croshaw. If you know Zero Punctuation, that's the guy who does that.
What's zero punctuation?
Oh, have you seen On The Escapist? There's a bunch of... he does sort of... video game quote-unquote reviews.
And
Yeah. I think I know
And he sort
who
of
you're
talks
talking
like, very fast and sort of in a very cynical manner, and,
about. Oh, you
Yeah.
mean like him?
Yeah, he and it's called Zero Punctuation because he just basically does not breathe
Yeah.
throughout the entire thing. He just cuts out all the pauses.
Yeah, I think I've heard something before like that rings a bell. And he runs it or owns it.
I think he founded the one in Adelaide because he wanted like a bar, but just for gamers.
Yeah.
And then it spread to Melbourne.
Just for gamers.
Spread's a weird...
Like you have to
What
answer
to
certain
use.
questions when you get to the front door. Which pipe do you take to get to Warp Zone? Like,
Or they like present you with the QTE. And if you don't pass that, you get pushed out.
next! God damn it! Any true gamer knows that's bullshit and would fail those QTEs anyway.
Yeah.
I can remember one QTE in Call of Duty where you're playing the game and it's all about, really like you're focusing hard on your character and you're sniping through the snow and then you end up in, I think it's Pripyat or somewhere, and then a dog just mashes your face. A dog jumps on you, knocks you to the floor, and you just have to hit X until the dog, and then you have to like perfectly time.
You know what? One of the worst ones
was
is
so dumb.
in the
So
first
dumb.
Uncharted game, I think, like
Yeah.
the first or second. I think I've only played the first one, but you go through this huge battle, right? And, like you're taking cover, you're shooting them down, you kill them all. You walk around this corner, and this guy tries to. I think he runs up to you with an axe or something like that, and you have to get the quick time event.
Yep.
If you miss it, you have to do the whole freaking shootout again.
Oh gosh.
And I repeated that so many fucking times. I almost quit the game. Like I
Yeah.
was so pissed off.
Yeah.
Whenever
No.
I missed that fucking quick time.
QTEs are literally the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a famous sort of funny video to laugh at. I think it's from the game Heavy Rain. I think it's you're chasing a guy, but you have to hit the QTEs in order to like, you know, not get hit by a car or dodge this person or something. But there's videos where they just don't press anything at all, and it's just the funniest fucking thing to watch this guy
Just standing
chase
there
someone
awkwardly.
else. Oh no, he's chasing this guy, but fucking up every single thing you could fuck
Oh
up.
yeah, I've seen this.
Insane. That would actually make me go crazy.
There's this really funny bug. There's like he's got two kids. One's Jason, one's Sean, and in one section you press X to scream out Jason.
Oh, Jason!
Jason!
Yep.
Yeah. And later on, he's doing the same thing, but for Sean, but it bugged out, and like it kept you could keep pressing X to scream out Sean, even though you're in a cutscene,
Yeah.
or like running after somebody, or you were just regularly like talking to like the evil dude, and you're just screaming out Sean, Sean.
That's great.
It's amazing.
I like it when games do things like that
Yeah,
to just
glitching
mess
out.
with reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And there was even one tech demo, I think, where they were trying to land a helicopter on something. These guys were showing the game off, and then the helicopter kind of hit the side of the mountain and started falling down the mountain. And they were saying, "Oh no, we'll it'll obviously be fixed when we release fully." It's no, this is great. This is hilarious. This is why we do this. We want to see this janky stuff that should never ever happen.
That's why Goat Simulator
I was about to
exists.
say,
Yeah.
how that was born.
Yeah, and the frog one.
Oh, well.
haven't
Remember,
seen
like
the frog one.
there was like running frogs. You could have frogs running
really?
around, and you get a crown, and then you jump into something, and you go flying through the air.
I've never
and
seen that.
It was multiplayer as well. You could
Yes.
running with your friends. as little
Somebody made
frogs.
it like an RPG version of Goat Simulator.
Oh gosh.
I'm not sure if it was a mod or if they just released like RPG mode or something. Apparently, you couldn't do that much on it, but
Yeah, nice. Well, should we talk about doing Player Unknown Battlegrounds sometime soon?
yeah, we should probably
Definitely,
explain it a bit better to the
Yeah,
crowd.
yeah. So, seeing as I know nothing about it apart from what I've literally just said before, being like Hunger Games, have either of you played it?
Yeah, I played a tiny bit of it.
Okay.
I was freaking terrible at it. It's really, really difficult. And you really, I think if you want to survive, it's really good to have like other people there. Because
Okay.
I was just by myself trying to survive by myself. I had no idea what I was doing.
Is there a maximum or minimum team size? Do you have to go in with a team?
I'm not sure how big. Like you've got options for solo, dual, or duo and squad. So
Okay.
I don't know how big a squad can be, but you start off in an airplane, right? And you can jump off whenever you want.
Okay.
And you parachute down and you land somewhere. And basically you have to survive, as you can imagine, and the battlefield gets smaller and smaller. So if you're caught, I don't know what happens if you're caught outside. I think you get bombed or something.
Okay.
So you get killed if you're left outside.
Yep.
But yeah, it gets smaller and smaller until it's just like, I don't know, 100 meters, and you can all see each other.
Yep.
My best game, I came 38th out of 100, and that was, I didn't kill anyone. I was just hiding in a house
just
for the
survived.
entire time. I
What, were
was
you
loaded
eating
up
dinner
too.
or something? You just leave your guy in the house and then walk
Well,
away?
that's basically what it was. Like I was too scared to get out of the house.
Well, I guess if you're going for realism, if the actual zombie apocalypse
I would be
came
freaking
round,
hiding in a house.
I
yeah.
wouldn't be leaving the damn
Yeah.
place.
Go to
But-
Winchester.
The re-
Winchester. Have a pint, wait for this whole thing to blow over.
well, the reason why, I mean, like, they push you out of the house is by making the battlefield smaller. Like, you can't just hide in there for the entire time, unless you happen to be in the zone.
Yep,
Yeah, where it ends up.
absolutely.
Yeah, I was watching this video not too long ago with a father and a son, and I think one or both of them have military experience.
Oh, really?
And it was actually amazing. They won the game, and it was just like the way that they were kind of coordinating each other. It's like east side flank and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Oh, God.
And
Another one of them. Gustave
well,
would love that.
yeah, he would love it. He would get all in with the lingo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just so professional and quite interesting to watch because it almost like you apply the same tactics that you would in real life,
Yep.
essentially. Not that I'd know any of these tactics, but I feel like I should probably look up a few military tactics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I would not have any clue what to do, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I was just
Which is
telling
part
you
of the
about
fun.
Stardew Valley, which is a farming simulator that I absolutely love, where you have to put carrots in the ground and pick them up and sell them, and then just
Yep.
go and marry the townsfolk. That's pretty
Yeah.
much what that's about.
Yep.
Other than that, and I've been absolutely marauding Splatoon 2, which came out
I played a little bit of that
last week.
Yeah,
It's
my mate
fantastically
gave it to
fun.
me to give it a shot. It's pretty fun, yeah.
From what I can tell, it's exactly the same as the last one. I mean, I think that's the biggest criticism at the moment is they just released a Splatoon that's the same as the other one. It looks nicer and there's a couple of new features here and there.
Yeah.
But everyone's already so high level on there and absolutely
How
racing
annoying
their
is
way
that?
through it.
You just get blasted by
Yeah.
all these people that have become freaks at it.
Yeah.
I feel the same way with like CS:GO.
Yeah.
Like whenever I play that, I just get headshotted as soon as I walk around a corridor.
It's hard to jump into a multiplayer game like that
Yeah.
and enjoy it,
Yeah.
I guess. But
Yeah.
I kind of like it because it's Nintendo's answer at a shooter.
yeah.
Oh, we're going to have people who are basically made of ink shooting ink,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just fun and colorful and you don't feel like you're not having fun when you're losing.
Yeah.
Whereas I've played Counter-Strike and lost and thrown the keyboard against the wall and then walked away.
I can understand that frustration.
Yeah, I'd rather have the Nintendo experience of that.
So this is a game where it's like territory, isn't it? Like you
Territory
you
based.
have your paint gun and you have to paint as much of your team's color as possible.
Yeah, it's 4v4, and you can paint your team's color everywhere. You just basically splat the whole level. It's basically like having a paintball gun.
Yeah.
And then you can upgrade, so you end up having with like a massive paint roller.
I love that
which you
thing.
can
It's
just
so
roll
cool. It
along
makes the
ground.
coolest effect. As
Yeah,
you're, like,
you can have a
putting it down.
jetpack which
Awesome.
jets out
Yeah.
paint as you're painting or inking, I should say. They don't use the word paint. It's not paint.
Inky.
Um,
It's paint. It's totally paint, but
But yeah, it's amazing. Like watching, you should really be killing the other guys as well. But sometimes the people who win, they just ignore you and they're just trying to paint the level. High mobility, low damage.
Just tangentially, are we interested in doing something to do with paintball with us?
oh man,
I do love
Get
a bit of
us all
paintball.
out
Yeah.
doing a paintball.
that could be pretty fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Have you been to some of the stuff in
We'd
Victoria?
have to GoPro it or something.
I haven't, no, but when I was at Armageddon or one of the expos,
Veterans Armageddon.
they're all pretty similar.
One of the-
They're all based at like the Melbourne Exhibition Centre, and it's
okay.
a lot of stalls and stuff. Really, it's the
okay.
same every time. But yeah, there was this paintball stall, and they were showing us their maps, and they're really, really cool. Like they're not just head into a forest. They're like they have like a fucking plane. They have like these big, I can't remember exactly, but they're actual like proper set pieces.
Okay.
And they run like activities as well.
Is this
so,
the one? Is it in Echuca?
might be.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. So like they will have someone who's like a kidnapped person or whatever, held hostage.
Yeah.
And they're like in the plane, and one team has to go in, get them, and like exfiltrate.
Get out.
Yeah, while the other
That
team
sounds
defends.
way
Yeah.
more tough than the stuff we did, which was like King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Or
Capture the flag style stuff.
Capture the Flag's fun.
Yeah.
Um,
It's tough when you get to the flag. Just everyone fucking shooting. At you.
yeah. It's
It
pretty
really
much
hurts.
like a shoot at me button.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
like
yeah.
it is in Overwatch, except it actually hurts.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Oh
in here.
man.
It hurts my pride. Oh. My pride.
I think I went to one. I think it was Echuca, and they didn't have a plane. Maybe that's new if it is the same place that we're talking about. But they had some really cool kind of battlefield where it's kind of like rolling hills, and you could like hide in the ditches and shit. And
That's really cool.
They had some like broken down cars and stuff. It's
Oh,
pretty cool.
cool.
Yeah.
It used to be illegal. When I started doing it in Western Australia, it was not necessarily very legal. So you had to meet at the car park of the HJs. That's the Hungry Jacks for the not initiated. And then drive out there. A dude would meet you in a beat up Ford Falcon,
That
and then
is-
he'd drive you out to the woods where they'd do the shooting.
That's so Dodge.
Out of context, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Probably the best.
Yeah, make me an HJ's. I'll bring you around the back.
It was it was very well
Jump in the
done.
van, we'll drive out to the woods and do the shooting.
I've got some candy. You want some candy?
Oh god, not the candy again.
Don't take the candy. It's never worth it.
From experience. No, but it was a lot of fun. That's the only way we could do it until it came to Victoria, and I expected a similar experience. But we have proper indoor paintball arenas here. But the one you've talked about, that sounds completely different to what I've seen. So that sounds fun.
It could be fun. Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah.
Definitely
Put
do it.
GoPros on our head,
Yeah.
and then all gang up on Gus.
Yes. Done. Easy. No! Where is
So
Torb?
we're probably at just about time. So should we wrap up with what we're going to be doing this week?
How about the
Yes.
Netflix game? Do we have time for the Netflix game?
Oh, we got time
We
for the
should probably
Netflix
do
game.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do Netflix game and then we'll wrap up. Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, all right. I am worried that this will cut out the sound as soon as I open up Notepad.
That's all right.
So we'll see this.
While you're doing that, there was one commenter on the video who guessed what I was on about.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
guessed the Dark
Oh,
Knight.
the movie, The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Dark
So,
Knight.
man with ears on his head.
Little
which, by
ears.
the way, most men have ears on their head.
But you said something like pointy, tiny
No, yeah,
ears or something.
you revised your.
Yeah.
But it was and then man with way too much makeup on his face, and I think that killed us.
Yeah, I was totally lost. Yeah. But it makes so much
worked
sense now
well.
that I know what it was.
Yeah.
So what have we got this week?
All right. Okay. So let's see. I have to get close to the microphone. Hello, ladies. How you doing?
Why not men?
Hello, men. It doesn't sound quite as good. Hello, men. All right. A chemical weapon expert and an ex-con are on the case when an ex-marine seizes Alcatraz prison, taking hostages and threatening a nerve gas attack.
Oh, is this The Rock?
Yeah,
Hey.
nice. Good work.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Okay, next one. A seasoned homicide detective and his new partner are on a desperate hunt for a killer whose gruesome crimes are based on the 7 deadly sins.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the easier ones.
So 7.
It was called 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one,
That was the one with Brad Pitt in it. Wasn't it Brad Pitt?
yeah.
That was a
Brad Pitt.
fantastic movie.
Amazing.
So with well, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it, but the end was just
What's in the box?
yeah,
Fuck.
Is that
fantastic.
Kevin Spacey in as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good movie.
Good movie.
One of David Fincher's best, in my opinion. Okay, so next one. I've got 3 more.
Okay.
Newly released from prison, an ex-con finds himself on a transport plane that's been hijacked by some of the most dangerous inmates in America.
Inmates.
Yeah, inmates.
Hijacked by inmates.
Mm-hmm.
And he was released from prison as well?
Oh,
Yes.
Con Air.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
work. You guys
Nice.
are killing it. This one might be one of the harder ones.
Okay.
In this star-studded drama, 6 seemingly disparate stories explore the complicated links that humanity shares through the generations.
Like the Family Stone or something. 6 different stories.
Yeah.
Love Actually.
No, it's partially science fiction, and each story takes place in a different time period.
Oh,
It sounds familiar.
I'm sure
I
we'll
couldn't name
know
it,
the
though.
title, but I'm not sure I've seen it.
Do you want to leave this for the viewers to
Yeah,
guess?
let's do
Yeah,
that.
let's leave that one for the viewers.
Yep, I'll do the last one. This is way too easy. I'm going to do it anyway. After a neurosurgeon loses the use
Doctor
of his...
Strange.
Damn it! Yeah, I told you it was too easy. Beautiful.
Well done.
Good work, yep.
Well done.
All right, so if anyone can guess that second last one,
Yeah. I'm not onto it.
yeah. Yeah.
You're right. It's one of those ones that I feel like maybe we both haven't seen, but we would know the
Of it,
title if we
yeah.
were told the title.
With my hints, I'm sure somebody on the interwebs will get it. Like,
Oh, they'll be able
yeah.
to just freaking type that in.
Yeah.
And Google will come back.
Oh
with the answer.
shit! Yeah, they will. No cheating. You can't do that. Not allowed.
Oh, I've given them too many ideas. Okay, so quickly,
Wrap
what are
up.
you working on creatively this week?
Creatively,
Well, you
I'm
took
actually
all the-
doing a lot of music now.
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
I'm a guitarist. We were going to talk about ourselves in this and introduce like what our lives are like, but I think we might have to leave.
We
that for another
have
time. We're kind of
destroyed
running
this
out of time.
episode again and not done that. So
Whoops.
we
we will tell
make
you about ourselves eventually.
Eventually, you'll know who we are, but we are talking about other things too much.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun kind of program drums for
Alright.
my
I saw the
music.
kit in there.
Yeah, I actually don't use that for programming. I use this little keyboard thing
Ah.
with like pads on it, and I'm just
Oh,
like doing this.
sweet.
So it's a limited like amount of sound. The drum kind of set that I use has like all these different crashes and cymbals and
Yep.
whatever snares and shit. And but this thing, it's got about I don't know. 20 pads or something.
Yep.
And I'll manually put them in. I'm like,
Very
and then
cool.
like if I play at a time, I can just adjust it on the computer, and
Yeah.
it's actually really handy. Like to put down demos and stuff, it's so much easier than trying to get a real drum kit and try to play it yourself and try to get it perfect, try to get the take perfect, that kind of thing.
We'll have to listen to some of your stuff because I
Yeah,
still haven't
yeah.
heard a damn thing. So,
Yep.
school's out until we can actually hear it.
Yeah.
Ben.
I'll be doing. I've just got some videography and motion graphics to do, but I do want to. I need to finish off. I did a. I've begun the sentence about 5 times now.
Start it again, why don't you, please?
I'm finishing off. I did a Naboo Starfighter. I just want to finish off.
cool.
The rendering's a bit off, and then after that, there's a particular thing I want to do, which I'm pretty excited about. I don't want to say what it is in case it doesn't really get around to it. But hopefully that's all right. And then after that, I'd like to do a little bit more writing. I think I mentioned that I was writing an interview for one of our machinima characters.
Yeah,
So we
absolutely.
can use promoted it. And I really want to sort of refine that because my creative comedic process is like when I said going to sleep, I was telling Luke about it earlier. I mean like literally about to fall asleep. And then just go,
Believe you, buddy.
"Ah."
I believe you. That'd be funny. That'd
And
be,
then I write it down in the morning.
you
So,
wake up and your face is on the laptop and there's just a million wires. Just
a bit of that and a bit of this stuff. Looking forward
yeah.
to it.
You gonna be there on Sunday?
Yes, I am. And I'll hopefully we don't have anything on the morning and I'll be able to turn up earlier than just rocking in it right at the end for the pub.
So Sunday is
your
the next
style,
Pokemon
mate.
heist,
It
just in
is,
case you're
yeah.
wondering.
I can live with that.
Excellent.
How about yourself?
I will be. I'll be cutting up the audio that we've got from Brittany for the voice acting. I'm going to be recording with you sometime soon. That might be next week though, so we'll just see how we go based on timing. Tomorrow night we're going to be doing a little thing.
Yes, we
Which I
are.
know what it is and you don't.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting. It's going to be a let's play. Okay, I mean, if you're horny, wait until at least when the video's finished. We're not putting out a porn, mate.
But I can't help it. Okay.
I guess just sort of my daily job. I'm still working, 9 to 5, like a stooge.
Peon.
Yeah, like a peon. Well, I've moved my way up to head peon, so I'm creative
nice,
director
yeah,
now,
that's
which
good,
is nice to
yeah.
be in that position.
It's boss peon.
It's boss peon. But it's still not my passion now, I guess, because that's just the way the creative mind works. It
why
just
we're doing
latches
this.
onto a new thing and goes, I'm going in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else? I don't know. I think that's about it for this week. That will do. God, I can't do too much.
I think so. Yeah.
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 Oh, and I'm starting this new job on
You are?
Monday.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
On Monday.
Next
Congratulations
podcast.
on that
Yeah,
one.
I'll be able to
That's
talk
a
a bit
studio or
about that.
something, yeah?
Sorry?
That was a studio?
No, it's working at educational institution, using my skill set of visual effects and motion graphics to enhance whatever needs enhancing.
Nice.
They're moving over to a new system, so
Okay.
There's a bunch of improvements they want to make.
I'll be
Beauty.
interested to hear what
Yeah.
you actually get your hands on with that.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
So we'll be doing we'll probably be releasing that Pokemon, what was the name of it? Articuno.
Articuno vid?
Yeah, Articuno vid
Gustave
pretty soon.
currently has all the stuff on his computer, but I'm guessing his computer's like underneath him and he's huddling up on it for warmth because he's so
Probably.
sick.
Yeah, poor bastard.
So yeah, poor him, but everyone wants their content, so maybe get it done, mate. Maybe get it done.
Get well soon, Gustav.
We love you. We love you.
Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
I just like to think of what he would say if we were sick.
Yeah,
He would
fair
probably troll us.
He would troll the shit out of us.
And so I feel like doing it. So if it was you, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I can't say anything to you because you're a delicate flower. But Gustav is a Malaysian nightmare, and I just don't believe that he would be kind to us in any way.
Nah.
If there was someone who was going to bring you soup when you had a cold, It wouldn't be Gustave.
No.
He'd eat it in front of you.
He would come round to your house and go, "Hey, I'm just here to have my dinner."
He'd eat it in your face. The most beautiful smelling chicken soup you've ever smelled.
Anyway, thanks everyone for having a listen, and we will get back to you next week with more amazing content from Down Under. Maybe from couches next time.
We'll
Maybe
see.
different couches. Who knows?
Yeah, never know. Maybe doing something really weird.
Fuzz, Ben, Luke. Bye.
Ta-ta! I don't know why I did that. Ta-ta!